Hi, this is Divya here, and welcome to Buddy's Talk.
Hi Divya. Hi
Hi,
everyone
Bhavna. Hi,
who
there's
is
no
listening to
everyone,
us.
by the
And
way.
I heard that we have got lots of listeners now, and I'm really happy about it.
Oh, yes, I got a lot of feedbacks from my cousins and my colleagues and my friends. So, just to the listeners, we are taking the feedbacks and we are working on it. But thank you and keep motivating us, and all the
That
feedbacks. We are still welcoming
yeah,
feedback. So,
that keeps us going as well, and motivated enough to make our next
yeah,
podcast.
absolutely. We are learning. We're still learning, but we like to progress.
Huh.
So thank you for all the feedbacks. So today's session, Bhavna, आज श्वेता ने गलती दे दिया. She is not going to be able to make it. So we thought, why not,
Yeah, we can take
record?
it forward. What do you have in your
Exactly.
mind?
Well, I thought since Shweta is not here, the most common topic between both of us is we we both have moved to a different country, right? So I think that's an
Right.
experience we can talk about.
And that we can do without Shweta as well.
Yeah, and
Although
she
she'll
can
be
give her
missed.
feedback. She'll be missed
Yeah.
heavily,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So just to start off on this topic, Bhavna,
Mm-hmm.
I know you moved to Dubai a long time back.
Right.
Just tell
Yeah, I was the
me.
first one to move
Exactly,
amongst our friends. Yeah.
you were the first one to move. Yes, exactly. So how was it? So let me ask you this: what led you to Dubai, and what were your thoughts before you moved out of the country?
See, you move for either of the two of the most common reasons you move out of a country is one is for job purposes and the other one is because of marriage. For me, it was marriage. So yeah, it was an arranged marriage, and I got a boy from Dubai, and I moved to Dubai just exactly a month after my wedding. Okay,
So
so
when you moved, right? Like it's
yeah,
too early. Like in a month, you have to.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
totally leaving a world that you have
yes,
been brought up in.
exactly. And I had to somehow find, like how the word we use in Hindi, to put everything in a suitcase and take my world in one suitcase to the Dubai. Okay, so that is how it was. Okay, and it was very difficult. I paid extra luggage charges as well, but that's okay.
Your world was big enough.
Yes, it was big enough. Yeah, so reached Dubai on the 28th of February 2009, to be very precise. So it's been like more than 12 years now, and
Wow.
it's been an amazing journey. And uh, when I got over here, I was not thinking much कि आगे क्या होगा, कैसे होगा,
Hmm.
adjusting issues and all that was not in my mind, in fact. But when I got over here, things started falling in place, and I had to adjust a lot,
Hmm.
especially because friends. First of friends, I didn't have any friends over here. Okay,
Yeah.
my friends. Okay, Anup, my husband. He had a lot of friends over here whom I also met, and we were friends. But the kind of friendship that I had in Mumbai with my friends, it was like completely different. And I
Yeah.
actually wanted that kind of a bonding in Dubai as well. But thankfully, within 6 months, I would say, a group
Hmm.
of my friends, because of marriage again, and some for job related this thing, they also traveled to Dubai, and we had a
Hmm.
big group over here.
Wow.
So that helped a lot.
Yeah, I know it's very important to like have some friends to just,
Yes,
to vent things
yes.
out.
Yes, yes, completely. How about you, Divya? Why don't you share your experiences?
Oh yes, so mine is a slightly different one.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we have two different experiences to talk
Mm-hmm.
about. So I moved to the States in 2013 and I came here through work. Not fun as you as it seems like. And honestly, like it's just like I got an opportunity. Just like people say, when the opportunity knocks on your door, you just open the door and get out. That's what I did. and I didn't give it a thought. I was married, and me and my husband both were working and settled in
Right,
Mumbai.
right,
We
right.
had recently bought a house, in fact, so it was all going good. And suddenly this opportunity came, and we didn't really give it a second thought, honestly,
Because it was a big
because
knock on the door, right?
yeah, the knock was big, and you couldn't say no. But we just grabbed it, and we never really thought about what we are going to do in future, or we just took that opportunity as it came. So we grabbed that, we got on the flight, we got here, and as you said, our luggage and our one was also also very big.
Fit in one suitcase, yeah.
Exactly. So I actually, we didn't move together. Like, I moved first and my husband joined me later. I think that was a
Oh,
wise
okay.
decision.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. How was it for you to get everything arranged
It was okay.
in
My
USA?
company had my company had arranged for everything, so honestly, I
Okay,
didn't have to
that's great.
worry.
That's a relief. Yeah, that's a
That
relief. Yeah.
is, but obviously, you're not prepared for the challenges.
True.
So I came here during winter. It was almost, in October during Halloween. So when I came here, it was cold, and I've seen cold because I've traveled, outside the country before, but not this kind of cold. It was
I
different.
know.
So that was the first impression I had. Is when I landed here, it was more about the weather and
Okay. Was it
adjusting to the
snowing?
weather. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that time, but it was still very chilly. And I wasn't carrying enough winter clothes. Though I knew
Oh,
it's going to be
okay.
cold, I didn't expect it to be this cold. And you know how
Okay.
the kind of sweaters and stuff we get in India. I got
Yeah.
those which were not sufficient enough to
Oh.
survive. So so that was different and difficult, but as you said, right, it takes a while to adjust. So leaving the family, and initially you're more excited about the country. You're more
Right.
excited about, oh, you're going to the States, it's going to be fun, but slowly and gradually you realize there are challenges that you need to overcome. Obviously, staying away from the family is another part.
True.
Food is another challenge. So there were a couple of challenges, and obviously you're moving to a new workplace. Work is it's a different culture altogether here. So those were the challenges I had. I mean, we can talk about in depth about the cultural differences in the later sessions, but
Right.
these are some of the things I had. So what I thought when I moved here, I really didn't think anything. We didn't think about the future and stuff. We just grabbed the opportunity and landed here. But once you come to the country, you overcome the
You're a part of it.
challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just part of it, and you, as you say, you just flow with it,
True.
right?
True.
So, and once you settle down is when you really think about, oh, what's going to be next? What's going to be my future?
So now it's been how many years since you are in USA?
I moved in 2013, so I think it's about 8 years, though it seems
8
like
years.
18 years. but but this is where we stand, and there are I think the next point with that you remind me is, Bhavna, how do you weigh the benefits over the compromises that you achieve after moving to a new country? Like, let's say that you are leaving your family behind and then moving to a new place and starting all over again. What do you think are the pros and cons?
So initially, when I was moving away from Mumbai from my parents and all, it was a bit difficult, So because it was completely a new place that I was traveling to. But now, when you see after so many years, going back to India and coming back over is not a big deal. It's like going home, coming back home. That kind of a feeling now.
Yeah. That's
and
a
it
good
has
point.
that has made saying goodbye a little more easier than before.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because now you have a world here and you have a world there.
Absolutely. It's like balancing two worlds
Yes.
now, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I get it.
But when I go back now, I feel that somewhere I feel that I'm a tourist there more than a resident in my own country.
I can't agree more to this point.
Yeah, so it's like बदल रही है चीजें कुछ. अरे वो last time हम school गए थे तो school भी नहीं रहा वहाँ का. It's that kind of this thing. They have renovated everything. It's not the same place we used to go.
That's
And
true.
the an ice cream place we used to hang out, wo bhi nahi hai. So it is like completely
Is that
you know.
Prabhu's? Is that
No, it's not.
Prabhu's?
It's not the other one. It's the other. It's another one. It's
I know.
somewhere. Prabhu's is still there, and happy it's
It's
still
still
there.
there.
Yes, that was a favorite hangout place. Yeah,
Yeah, the youngsters
so
used to hang out there.
yeah, yeah. But one thing that is constant over there, that was there like 7 years back, and even now that is still going on, and it has not changed. Is the metro constructions that's happening over
It's an
there.
ongoing process.
It is an ongoing process. It's still happening. Yeah. So it's like, what's that sound there? You hear those
Yeah,
loud noises coming to your house. It's like, yes, the metro is building, and you ask the same
yeah,
question next year as well. Hopefully,
yeah,
we'll have that soon, and it will make. Of course, it won't make our local buses and trains less crowded,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
it will be a nice ride.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure.
one more thing that I feel is that now we have two of everything. Like we'll have two bank accounts, two homes, two currencies, two credit cards.
That is so
Two
true.
worlds. Yeah, we have
That is
two
very
worlds.
true.
Yes.
Honestly, it's like,
Yeah.
well, in a way, it's good because you're experiencing, two
Mm-hmm.
different worlds, two different cultures, and meeting different sets of people, right? You're making more
Right.
friends when you move to a new country.
Hmm.
Those are the good things that I can relate to. And some of the challenges is that for me, especially since I stay away,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like in the opposite direction of the earth, right?
Yeah.
So
180 degrees. Yeah.
exactly. So it takes me like about a day to travel and reach India, which
Absolutely.
is not, it's
You
like,
have to think a lot before you travel.
yes, it's like it's that as well as, and you don't get to spend a long time in India. When I go to India, it's more
Mm-hmm.
like maximum I get is 3 weeks out of work.
Okay.
So first week is just getting over the jet lag. That's the challenge for
Right.
us because we take time to get into the time zones and
Mm-hmm.
settle, and so 1 week is more about jet lagging, recovering over the jet lags.
Right.
And then we are left with 2 weeks, and within 2 weeks we either had to go for a visa stamping or something. And then if we get time we meet people. That's how our schedule looks like. So I think,
Yeah.
for you, Bhavna, on the plus side I see is you live close to India, which is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
the
I can travel.
blessing.
Yes, the time required to travel from Mumbai to Goa is it maybe almost the same,
Same as
same,
Dubai.
yeah, via road. Yeah, so this is by flight. That's the only difference. Within three
Yeah,
and a half hours you are in Mumbai,
that
and I
is
think that
awesome.
is that. Yeah, that is like, even if you want to go on a weekend and come back, you can do that.
Yeah, I have friends doing that, by the way. I have a friend in Dubai.
Hmm.
I don't know if I've told you about him, but he also does the same thing. But even if you have to like attend a wedding or something,
Hmm.
I miss out on all my
Oh
cousins'
yes.
weddings.
Oh
I
yes,
do.
absolutely, absolutely, and all the other festivals that from Diwali to
Oh,
Ganesh
let's not
Chaturthi,
talk about.
like how
Yeah.
Shweta is busy. We can't be busy that way.
Right, Shweta's having fun with Ganesh Chaturthi. I'm jealous of her in that way. But as you
Yeah.
said, Bhavna, it's difficult. I miss out on a lot of things
Mm-hmm,
from my family side, and
yes,
when I see friends getting together and posting stuffs on
absolutely.
Facebook, it
Mm-hmm.
just pinches me.
True,
It's my choice. A choice that I made.
but I think yeah, that is there. But one thing that we can take the optimism, the positive side of this would be like you try to cherish the moments that you are there when you are in India,
Yeah,
and also you start to value these kind of
thinks more.
get-togethers, functions, and more than how it was when we were back in the country.
Well, yeah, I'll with that, Bhavna, I'll tell you, I've been in touch
Mm-hmm.
with my cousins, like from both my parents' side, and I
Mm-hmm.
have never talked to them this much in my life when I was in India. I talk to them
Oh
more
yes, that
now,
happens. That
you
happens.
know, or be in
Hmm.
touch. Also, one of the reason is technology, right? Technology has made it easier for us to be connected.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
So, thanks to technology, but I think I'm more connected to them now than I was when I was in India.
So so even traveling to a new country has brought people together than separating them is like, that is what I
Oh
think
yeah,
has
yeah,
happened.
yeah. We are closer now,
Hmm.
and but yes, you can't be physically
Yes.
available for everything. So that's the only
Hmm.
challenge I see.
Hmm.
And sometimes you do need people. You need to meet your family and stuff. You need that, sometimes in
Right.
life. That's the only part I miss right now. Uh,
Hmm.
Now it's like, as you said, it's like two homes, balancing two different life.
Hmm.
But I haven't gone to India in like 3 years now. I guess 2 or 3 years, and it's gonna be difficult now. The next time I go, it's gonna be a challenge. I have to like think twice before I pack my bags. So, but
True,
I
true.
do miss India, and Mumbai is more so.
If you have to
Um,
choose one thing that you really, really miss about India, what would it be? For me, it's the rains.
you said rains? Oh yeah,
Yes.
because you don't get much rains there, right?
Not much, not maybe 1 day or 2 days a year. That's it.
What I miss about India is first and foremost is the people, Bhavna. As I said, like it's the
Hmm.
friends, family is the first thing
Hmm.
that comes to my mind, and the second would be food.
Food. Oh, okay.
Not that we don't get the Indian food here or we
Hmm.
don't make
Hmm.
Indian food. We prepare Indian food
Hmm.
at home, but the kind of
The
authenticity.
roadside street food that
Exactly.
we have. Oh yes, that's
Right,
amazing.
the even let's say small things like chaat or pav bhaji, like anything, right? That kind of taste, do anything, you won't get it here. You won't.
वो तो हमारे नुक्के नुक्के पे मिलता है यहाँ पे दुबई में.
हाँ, हाँ, और
हर
हम
नुक्कड़
तो
में ही
and Bhavna,
शॉप होते हैं.
you remember,
हाँ.
we used to go and eat a lot, right? We used to have
Oh yes, we
so
used
much
to.
from
We
outside.
used to. Oh yes.
So
From that Pizza Hut to different the cow gullies of Mulund, we've been
all the
everywhere.
chota mota chaats, yeah, we have done that
Exactly.
all. So
Exactly.
those are the things that I miss. But for you, Bhavna, if given a choice, like,
Hmm.
would you go back to India, or would you prefer staying in Dubai?
It See, Dubai has given you the convenience of being that clean version of Mumbai. I would, when you say India, I would say I will compare it to Mumbai because that's a place I have been for from my childhood. You know, I spent my
Right.
childhood and by my teens and all that in Mumbai only. So I would compare it to Mumbai.
Hmm.
So Dubai is a very cleaner version of Mumbai. So that is one part that I actually like about Dubai. Okay,
Hmm.
and the second, as you said, the people over here, they also speak Hindi, so I don't miss on that. Most of the
Hmm.
people, like 80% of the people, talk Hindi. So as Mumbaikars, we have uh, that need to talk in Hindi until and unless we are forced to talk in some other language, I feel.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so that is
Hmm.
also being fulfilled. But if I have to go back to Mumbai, I don't think there should be an issue. I would adjust there back again, as my roots are still over there.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
it would be like, I have my roots there, but I'm blooming here. It's that kind of
Right.
a situation.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. I mean, I kind of agree with you.
But one more thing that I will make sure is, even when I'm going on my travels to anywhere in India, I carry tissues, that is wet tissues, and
And bottles,
the
maybe
dry
water.
tissues. Yeah, dry tissues, the the toilet sanitizers and everything.
Yes.
I don't think I can ever go to a public toilet in Mumbai after going to a public toilet in Dubai.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that is
yeah.
one thing I don't think will ever change.
Yeah,
Rest all, it's both our home.
that's true. It's true. I mean, both are close to your heart. So,
Yes, yes.
and also, even it's been like 8 years or so for me, and we have a
Mm-hmm.
friend circle here who are more
Mm-hmm.
like families.
Okay.
So, as you said, we have two families in two different countries. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's difficult to choose between one, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay for in the future. I'm okay to move back to India as well. Like if that's what it leads to, I'm okay with going back to India. So that's just my personal
Yeah.
preference.
Mm. And I also feel one more thing, that since we came from Mumbai, okay, Mumbai has taught us so many things that wherever we go, we'll take a part of Mumbai, and that will be helpful in leading adjusting to a new country completely. We can adjust to any country after if we after we have lived in Mumbai is what I feel.
Bhavna, this is such a great point you said, because I was just talking to my husband the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Since we come
Mm-hmm.
from Mumbai, right, there are some perks that we have. Now, I'll tell you what, we can
Mm-hmm.
talk in Hindi, we can talk in English, we understand all the other languages in India, right?
Yeah, Marathi we can still talk.
We can
Gujarati we
still
can
talk.
understand.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
even Bengali, or for that matter, even Tamil and those
Mm.
languages, we do understand
Right.
those languages. So
Right.
when I
Right.
moved here, like,
Mm.
here, if you know the demographics of United
Mm-hmm.
States, the number of immigrants we have from India more are from either Telugu guys or Gujarati guys.
Okay.
Um, very minimum population for somebody from Mumbai or Maharashtrian, or people of other states basically.
Right. Right.
So and Telugus prefer to be with Telugu, same with Gujaratis, and same within
Mm-hmm.
the Indian community as well. So for us, right, since we
Mm-hmm.
can talk to anybody, and we have grown up in a multicultural environment, right, back in India.
Right.
So it was easy. It's easy for us to talk to anyone. We can speak in Hindi to someone who is from Mumbai or from any other, northern
Right.
states, and
Right.
we can speak in Tamil or in Malayalam, or maybe even in English to the people from the other states. So it's
Right.
easy for us to connect with these guys.
And the acceptance is also high with like if you're talking to an other person who speaks a different language, we tend to gel with them equally like someone talking our same language.
Correct. It's
Yeah.
easy, and and most of the challenges I see here with the people from people who speak Telugu is that since they don't
Mm.
speak Hindi, they don't talk to anyone who speaks only Hindi.
Right.
So
Right.
that's like a challenge that they have. But for us, it's easy because we know what.
Metropolitan city where
Correct.
people from
We can connect to people.
different languages, different traditions, different
Right.
cultures, everything thrive in
Exactly.
Mumbai. So yeah.
Exactly. And that's
Hmm.
that's like so the best part about growing up in
Hmm.
Mumbai. So these are small things, but I'm sure I'm just talking so much about this, but this is a topic that is very close to my heart.
No, and it's very
With my heart.
nostalgic as well when we talk.
Yes, and I would like definitely, Bhavna, like I would like to
Hmm.
have a different session just to talk about the cultural differences
Oh
and
yes, absolutely. There's so much to talk about it.
exactly the things that you feel is different from your country growing up here.
True. True.
We should have a second session, but I think this was a great first session to have on different countries. And
Maybe
it's
we
a
can have Shweta also in our next session and make her talk about how life was for her without us being there.
yes, that's something we should add. But I think we should have a second session just to talk about the cultural differences, and
True.
then take Shweta's perspective or stand on that. So, with that, do
Yeah.
you think we should wind up this session?
I think we are good to go for today.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's great. So let's work on the next part 2, coming for cultural differences between countries. Okay,
Absolutely. Yeah.
bye.
Bye. Take care,
Bye
everyone.
bye.